welcome to the NDTV Detol Banega Swachh India campaign special episode. By 2020, India will be the world's youngest population. We'll have the world's largest number of youth. In today's episode, let's look at 4 such youth across the country who've come forward with some great innovations keeping the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan in mind. Sanitation is one of the most important aspects in driving cleanliness in any nation and also for the well-being of any community. Something that started as a design school project, now patented and is being used in the Prayagraj Kumbh 2019. 26-year-old Satyajit Mittal's unique innovation of a squat toilet received the Swachh Innovation Award 2018. A special report. A design school project now patented and is being used by millions of devotees in the Prayagraj Kumbh 2019. Satyajit designed a unique toilet which would potentially rid of existing sanitation woes after a deep understanding of the challenges facing the public sanitation system.
I started off at MIT Institute of Design where I was studying product design, and we had to choose a particular problem. And that's when, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan was just starting, and I said, why are toilets a problem? And I started researching about toilets, and then that's when I figured out that that's the real need in India, and to solve that problem would be a great initiative. And that's where I started to choose the toilet as something I wanted to research on and redesign.
With the grant money within 9 months, Satyajit had his first prototype ready. The design has been tailored to reduce stress on knees, hips and thighs, allowing people with joint problems to use squatties in a relatively comfortable way.
So what happens is when you squat, there are 3 types of flexions that happen in your body. One is the ankle flexion, one is the knee flexion, and one is the hip flexion. What happens is people, when they squat, some people often squat on their toes, and when they squat on their toes, they have a problem of going forward and backward. So, the CG, the center of gravity, is always shifting. With this particular pan, your weight distribution happens properly because we've given a slight incline. When you start squatting at a very young age, and as soon as you're reaching 50, you start having knee problems because you're squatting every day with that amount of weight. So we want to ease that over a period of time.
As the director of Sanitation Private Limited, a startup he founded in association with the World Toilet College,
I congratulate Sanitation and Satyajit for this innovation, which is very aligned with World Toilet Organization mission of improving the quality life of people in the toilet.
Satyajit today is a designer turned entrepreneur and is trying to look at all the stakeholders involved in the sanitation sector.
Sanitation was not a compassion initially, but now it is, because now I understand pain points. I understand a perspective as a designer from all stakeholders. If I look at, I talk to the user, I talk to the stakeholder who makes it, I talk to the stakeholder who uses it. So the Safai Karamcharis and everyone. So what happens is I can understand their pain points and I can see how to help them, and innovation doesn't have to be out of the park. This innovation is a small change with a big impact.
Keeping the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan in mind, sanitation is the utmost priority in Kumbh 2019, and squatties has found its way here for the first time. The design is special. It promises to be more comfortable experience for the elderly as well as more accessible for the visually impaired.
We wanted to do Kumbh because 5,000 toilets with this, over a million of users, and we are here to capture their data and understand that how is the user experience.
Squatties also aids the differently abled individuals to easily access the facility. The inclined steps also give the user no option but to use the toilet in one direction, for which it was designed, making for easier cleaning with less water.
हमने एक dots दिए हैं, braille, on the pan. तो जो blind बच्चे होते हैं, हम एक blind school में testing कर रहे थे, उन्होंने बोला कि हमें पता नहीं चलता कि हम कहाँ रुकें और कहाँ squat करें. तो बच्चे usually count करते हैं steps डोर खोलने के बाद, लेकिन किसी और टॉयलेट में चले जाते हैं तो उन्हें पता नहीं होता कितना स्टेप है, तो इधर उधर सॉइल कर देते हैं एरिया को. तो हमने इसमें यूनिवर्सल सिंबल ऑफ डायरेक्शन चेंज भी इनकॉर्पोरेट किया था पैन के ऊपर, एंड ये टीचिंग जब ये लगता है वहाँ पर ब्लाइंड स्कूल में तो उन्हें दी जाती है तो वो देख लेते हैं उसको.
The squat toilet is common in India and is popularly known as the Indian toilet, more common in rural India. Innovations have the potential to be transformative, and Satyajit's startup is hoping to make a positive change in the lives of people and promote good sanitation and hygiene practices and help put an end to open defecation in India. Inspired by Mahatma Gandhi's idea of sustainability, Divyanshu Asopa started with something called the beach kapas. He invented this paper which is, when sowed in soil, turns into a plant. He's making coasters, calendars, greeting cards, wedding cards and a lot more. My colleague Saurabh Gupta met this young innovator. Seed paper lives up to its name. Whether it's a letter, a calendar or a coaster, after its usage is done, it does not become trash but actually turns into a plant. The seeds are embedded into the paper and they can simply be planted in a flower pot once it's time to trash it.
The paper is handmade from two different materials. The first is seeds, the second is post-consumer cotton material. So the post-consumer cotton material is basically the old, the reused or pre-used cotton that we buy from different companies. We cut it into small pieces, we mix it with seeds, water and gum, and that's how a full sheet of paper is made. The paper is made without using any chemical, electricity or machines. It's then sun dried. धूप में इसको सुखाया जाता है और उसके बाद सूखने के बाद फिर इसको हम पेपर को अलग-अलग प्रोडक्ट्स में यूज करते हैं.
Divyanshu is the founder and CEO of 21 Fools, which he started from his hostel room during his engineering course. After failing twice to build a financially sustainable model for 21 Fools, first while running a magazine and then an online portal to send paper greeting cards, he moved to something which had his heart from the very beginning: sustainable products. The products made from seed paper look like any other paper product. Except on closer examination, you can spot the seeds that will later germinate and grow into plants. Asopa, who was among the first to start this product line, says today the seed paper products market is growing and making profits as well.
Since last 4 years or so, we have been able to make almost 3 million seed paper products from this particular paper. And there has been a wonderful response from corporates, starting from Google India, then we have been working with Mercedes, then we are working with BMW, Maruti, Reliance, Flipkart, Hyatt Group of Hotels, Pepperfry, Chayos, quite many companies actually who have accepted this paper, who have basically realized how we can actually use seed paper as a replacement for the normal paper which is made from wood pulp.
The process of seed paper germination is pretty simple. When you plant the paper in the soil, the cotton will start decomposing itself in the soil and the seeds will start to germinate and slowly become a plant. The process takes a few days, and in the process, it reduces the carbon footprint and grows a plant. But sustaining the business of sustainable products hasn't been a cakewalk. However, with satisfied clients who demand the best quality, the business is finally making an impact.
So initially, it was really tough. When we got into this space in 2014, there were almost zero companies actually in this space. Also, majorly no company was accepting this as a material. I mean, हमें 4-5 महीने पहले स्टार्टिंग में लग गए कि पहला हम ऑर्डर क्रैक कर पाएँ, किसी क्लाइंट को कन्विंस कर पाएँ पेपर के बारे में. Most of the time we had to go to the client's office and then actually plant the paper inside their office, let them see the germination happening, and then उसके बाद फिर हम लोगों को वो ऑर्डर देते थे.
But more than profits, if there's one thing that has seen a tremendous response, it is an initiative the company launched right from the beginning. The India Says Thank You is an initiative by 21 Fools to connect the people of India to the soldiers who guard our borders on special occasions like Independence Day and Republic Day. The company sends small gifts as token of gratitude to our soldiers on behalf of the people who have contributed for it.
So basically we started this initiative in 2014 when we almost started the company and we were making the greeting cards. So we felt that there is a need and it's very important for us to convey gratitude to our soldiers who are posted on the border. And we didn't have any means actually to do that in 2014. So what we did was we made a small greeting card made from seed paper itself. And then we posted it online and we asked people to actually buy that card at a very nominal price without keeping any margins or profit on top of that. And we used to make those cards and then we ship it across to the location, the army unit locations. We got approvals from Indian Army and we are really thankful for that. Gradually वो हमने शायद एक बार ही कराया था, and post that we got such a good response from the people who were ordering the cards also, and the soldiers too.
For a company that's just 5 years old, business has been good in terms of numbers, but what drives this group of individuals is a belief in sustainable products and the importance of saving trees and adopting sustainability through innovation.
Mini satellites made out of beer and beverage cans, and drones made out of cardboard and straw. This Waste Warriors innovation is helping create an open source database on several city parameters like pollution as well as temperature. Nehal Kidwai met the brain behind this. So let's also meet Swachh Kumar Jana, the founder of OpenCube Labs. These satellites are different. They may be small in size but can travel up to 50 kilometers and help in capturing data like pollution levels, temperature, quality of air and water, ultraviolet penetration, and traffic congestion levels in the city of Bengaluru.
This is the empty can that we have, right? And this is the one with all our sensors that come in. So this particular CanSat that we have, this is a mini sat that we have. It can weigh up to like 200 grams, not more than that. So inside this we have our power supply units, our onboard computer. So this is used for measuring the sound pitches and everything. We have a couple of other sensors that go on the other side of this.
These are old, used and discarded beer and soft drink cans. Once cleaned, computer chips are inserted along with the sensors, and with the help of balloons they are sent up.
A can satellite, if you want to manufacture something of this sort, making this will hardly cost you 5,000-6,000 rupees. But it is not just about making this, also the launching and everything is slightly expensive today. It needs a lot of compliances and information regarding that. So as of now, we are launching our satellites using big weather balloons. Okay. So these are the latex weather balloons that we have, that we use. We fill it with hydrogen and a helium mixture. Okay, so this is a 600 gram balloon that I have currently. So this can take a payload up to a couple of kgs to around 30 kilometers altitude.
Swachh Kumar Jana, a computer engineer, has been running the CanSat development program from the last 2 years. The prototype innovation was launched under the name of CanSat, which is a sounding balloon payload which is built on open hardware like Arduino, Raspberry Pi. The entire satellite components are assembled inside a 350 milliliter soda can.
We are trying to bring a similar technology and the similar sensor-based systems that we have, and we are trying to assess what is the healthiness factor of a particular lake and what amount of resources are required to actually make the lake habitable and healthy again. So we are trying to do some analysis around it. We are also trying to work with local government bodies and local communities. At present, most of the research institutes and engineering colleges are using our services. So we have a program which is called as a CanSat development program, where we go to colleges and we help students and researchers, the young researchers, to make these small scale satellites and understand what kind of data real time they can collect by themselves, and also help them launch using these balloons.
After the balloon reaches a specific height, the balloon bursts and the satellite stays up for 8 hours collecting data and other information. The parachute helps the satellite to land at a safe place. In fact, GPS helps to get the exact landing position. Initially, the data has been lost because finding the exact location was a challenge.
This started back in 2014. So I was still an engineering student, and me and my friend, we participated in a Space Apps Challenge that NASA conducts every year. And that time we started meeting a lot of people, a lot of participants from other countries, and we were seeing that a lot of STEM programs and space education programs were happening for students in other countries, but we don't have much in our country. So that's when we thought of bringing these small satellites and a couple of other programs that we do currently. So that's the main thought how we actually got it. So what we are doing with these CANSATs is not something very new. It has already been done in other countries, but in our country it was not there. So we thought like we'll bring it and we'll work around it.
A Delhi-based startup, Shelios Technolabs, founded by Amit Pathak, designed a unique helmet. A helmet that looks like a regular helmet, but it has the ability to provide clean, pure air to the riders. Patented and also passed the standards of safety, it will soon be available in the market. A special report. An electrical engineer, Amit Pathak, always wanted to do something different that could challenge him and also create an impact. Something that started from a concept to the final product, it was a struggle of 2 years. Amit decided to pursue this venture full-time, and Shelios Technolabs Private Limited was incorporated in August 2017. The design underwent multiple iterations before taking its final form, the Shelios Puros Clean Air Helmet.
This idea for creating a clean air helmet for bike riders really came as a response to the very poor air quality situation that we experience as residents of Delhi NCR, and especially the guys who are on two-wheelers, and imagine their exposure levels, and this really is an effort to address their health concerns due to prolonged exposure.
Very often the levels of particulate matter PM2.5 and PM10 in Delhi oscillates between very poor and severe category, causing respiratory issues in many people. The rise in levels of air pollution in the capital is often attributed to vehicular emissions. While there will always be a debate on how much two-wheelers contribute to hazardous air in the NCR region, the fact is the riders of these vehicles breathe humongous amount of toxic air. Shelios found a way to modify helmets so that these can safeguard riders against pollution alongside injuries.
The USP of this product is exposure to, you're preventing your exposure to all polluted air. So we are looking to solve 4 major problems. First problem that we're looking to solve is polluted air exposure. Secondly, the sense of suffocation that the bike riders experience inside commonly available helmets. Then there's fogging of the visor. Creating an airflow system helps to defog the visor as well. So these are the combination of benefits that we're looking to offer to the rider.
Wearing a helmet can reduce the risk of a serious brain injury and death during a fall or collision. So safety was of utmost priority in the designing of this innovation.
The key design criteria for us always has been to design an integrated system in such a way that at no stage is the safety of the rider compromised. To be able to purify air, we've had to integrate an electronic circuit, a battery, a fan into it, but it's been designed in such a way that the moving parts, the electronic parts are totally outside the shell. So there is no possibility, even in case of any accident, of being any contact with the bike rider.
Shelios helmets received their certification from the Bureau of Indian Standards under the norms applicable for safety helmets in December 2018. And now these helmets are in beta testing phase. Avid bikers like Utkarsh are trying and testing this product.
It looks so cool. So apart from its looks, like there are certain advantages which I felt in it. And it is like, though we all know that it has this air purification system and it really works a lot. So for example, like as you can see, I have spectacles. So in the humid environment, or when the temperature are extreme, be it cold or hot, so what happens is I tend to sweat while riding. So a fog builds up in my spectacles. So there's the system which is actually imparting the air just in front of my eyes. So it clears the fog as well. So it is an advantageous thing for me actually that I find.
The device in the helmet has a replaceable filter which needs to be changed every month or as and when required. It also has an LED which indicates the fan speed, just like it happens in regular air purifiers, and showcases battery level.
The product has micro USB charging port, and using the charging port you can charge the air purification system as well as charge for the communicator system, and a single charge will take a period of approximately 1 hour, and then you can run the air purification system for a period of 6 hours after that. The communicator would probably last even longer because that consumes a lot less energy than the air purification system.
Albert Einstein has said, quote, "The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge but imagination," unquote. These youngsters started work with an idea, an imagination that has turned into a reality that is making a difference on ground. We do hope you enjoyed watching this special show. You could log on to our website ndtv.com/SwachhIndia. Thanks for watching.